Hayati. I'm head of Joshi Advocates. Thank you very much for joining us in this video. EU settlement scheme application refused. How do you appeal it successfully? Alright, so this is going to be in reference to EU settlement scheme extended family members, unmarried partners included. They applied and the Home Office said no, application refused because you don't have a relevant document. Home Office, what they mean by relevant document is a biometric residence card issued under the European regulations. So those Home Office saying who did not have a residence card as an extended family member or unmarried partner could not jump to the EU settlement scheme application. Now, do we have good news? Yes, we do. So I'm making reference to Citizens' Rights Regulations 2020, Regulation 3, description box below for citation. Now, Regulation 3 is saying that where by December 2020 the person would have met the unmarried partner or extended family member requirements with documentary evidence. So by December 2020 the person was living with the European national sponsor for at least 2 years or less than 2 years, but they had a child together, or they had given notice of marriage but were not able to marry, of course, because of COVID-19 delays in the registry office by December 2020. Or they had a residence card under the EU regulations. That is the relevant law that the EU settlement scheme caseworker ought to apply, right? Right now the policy is saying no, they have to have a relevant document, the biometric card, but the regulations 2020 Citizens' Rights informs otherwise. It gives a two-pronged approach. A, the person would have met the requirements as an extended family member by December 2020 with documentary evidence, or had a residence card as an extended family member by December 2020. So it's an or, it's not and, or it's not that the person must have had the residence card, right? So on that basis, appeal it successfully. So that's one. Two, make sure you actually give documentary evidence to support your appeal that by December last year I had lived with the EA national for 2 years, so I would have met the requirements as an unmarried partner or a dependent of the EA national, or I lived with the EA national for less than 2 years as an unmarried partner, but we have a child together, or we had lived with the EA national for less than 1 year or so, but the relationship was committed and durable because we'd given notice of marriage, and we simply could not marry by the end of December 2020 because of registry office cancellations due to COVID-19. Now, this is very important because a lot of people were in this position last year where they had given notice of marriage, but they were unable to have the ceremony due to COVID-19 delays. And the Home Office is saying, no, if you don't meet that time frame deadline, we can't accept the marriage in 2021. Fair enough, but then also Regulation 3 allows that person's application to be considered as an unmarried partner, and if they met the requirements by December 2020 with documentary evidence, their appeal would be successful. It is not a requirement that the unmarried partner must have a residence card in order to apply for the EU settlement scheme application. So I hope this is allowing you to progress in your appeal and hopefully is doing so successfully. Now, keep an eye out because the EU settlement scheme is A, new landscape, and B, it's going to change. The law is going to be changing and refining regulations and policies. It's already done with the case of Akinsanya, which informed that for primary carers of European child or British child or British adult do not need a residence card as a prerequisite to EU settlement scheme application. So already in respect of primary carers, the case law is there, and it is likely that given Regulation 3 and the essence of Akinsanya case law, similar effect might be on extended family members. So wishing you the best of luck. As always, contact details below, subscribe, and I'll see you next week. Thank you so much. Take care.